Worried about Twitter?
Stop talking about Twitter, it's so awkward!
Watch this for the easiest way to get started on the popular Twitter alternative, Mastodon. We'll cover what you should know first, how to sign up, and a few resources to get you started. Now, the first thing you should realize is that you have to pick out like a server. So it's not in a traditional sense of going to like twitter.com, but it's like a place to hang out with like-minded people. Some things can be very specific, like a hobby, or maybe a field like developers, or it can be very, very niche, as in a group of friends, or it can be very, very open, as in just a bunch of people that want to get together to exchange ideas, similar to how Twitter was. Now, by going to joinmastodon.org, it's nice. It gives you a way to browse some of the popular servers. So you can choose by region. Let's go North America. And then you can actually go down to different topics like, let's say, technology. So here's one for Ruby developers, and here's another one for like SEO. And there's even servers for regional, like a Canadian server or a San Francisco server. There are even more servers than these. So let's take a look at a website to figure out where we want to sign up. One of those resources is Mastodon Instances. So you can visit that at instances.social. It has a step-by-step guide if you want to do it that way, or you could search a list. Let's go ahead with that wizard. We'll click on Start. I'll say English. And then you can search by instances on the amount of people. So it could say it does not matter. If we want a smaller group, let's say less than 10,000, click on that. And then it gives you some moderation rules. All right, and this gives us a list of some smaller servers. Let's go back and we can search simple here. And then you can type in like a search tag in the results. So let's say geek. And here's one to go for 8-bit retro computing. Pretty nice. For getting started, here's a few instances that you may like. All right, so mastodon.social is a great instance. This one is the original server operated by the Mastodon nonprofit. It currently has 235,000 users. Mastodon.lol is another popular one. It has 67,000 users. Due to the popularity of some of these, so the larger the amount of people on a server, the slower it could be sometimes. On the flip side of that, you have a lot more content and people to interact with. Mastodon.org is a great one. This one, you have to be approved to sign up, but it's easy enough to click and sign up. This one's at 31,000 users and is primarily focused on technology. And if you happen to be based in Philadelphia, johns.club is great. Now let's explore the Mastodon interface real quick. On the right-hand side of an instance or a server, we have Explore, Local, and Federated. Explorer lets you see the posts as they're coming up that are public, and it shows you what's popular at the time, kind of like almost like a trending. So it has these hashtags down here. You can search by posts, hashtags, news, etc. Now, local, this is what is being posted publicly on this server. You can hide images if you don't want to see them, which is nice. Some of them are hidden by default just to be courteous to folks, or maybe they're not safe for work. And you have Federated, and this is public posts from other people's servers that this server knows about. So if I'm on this server and I follow somebody who's on another server, this server will now learn about that original server. Simply put, once you follow someone, on the Federated tab, you'll see the posts from the server that that user was on too, not just that person's post. It's a great way to find and explore new content. All right, so go ahead and sign up. Just click Create Account. And currently, this account is full, but in that case, if you know somebody on it, they can send you an invite or you can find another server. Let's check out Mastodon. On this one, they have 31,000 members, and in that case, they're a little bit more apt to approve because it's a smaller amounts. It really just depends on their application process. So let's click Create Accounts, and they have ground rules, and every server will have different rules. So in this case, these are their rules. And if you agree with them, that's great. Let's click Accept. And then you can choose your display name. So this is what you say who you are. So in this case, I'll be Tech Bacon. Let's say I will put Bacon Goodness, and then an email address, a password, confirm it, and why do you want to join? Not all servers will ask this. For this case, they review the applications and manually approve them. The wait time is not too long. Then you choose to get on waitlist for this server. And that's how easy it is to sign up for Mastodon. Okay, I've signed up for Mastodon under Tech Bacon. On the right-hand side, you'll see Home, notifications, explore, local, federated, direct messages, favorites, and bookmarks and lists. If you used Twitter before, some of this may seem a little familiar. Notifications are when you get a mention or if someone likes a post, etc. There's also explore, and this allows you to explore popular posts, hashtags, news, or things that are for you based on what you've liked before on this server. It's a great way to see new content like this one right here that Mastodon just got the new feature to edit a post. And then we'll see local, and these are the folks that are local on this server just like me. You'll see that because they don't have anything after their @ username. Sometimes in Mastodon accounts, so if we go to federated here, you'll see @johns.club or mastodon.social, and that's a good way to discover different servers, and this is actually updating in real time. If you type in like mastodon.lol or anything you see after that username, it'll show you a public website for that server, and it's a good way to find a discovery of new places, which is cool. We have direct messages. Similar to Twitter, someone can message you. That information stays on this server, so it's always a good thing to keep in mind. Don't share sensitive information over direct messages. Let's go ahead and see the local timeline again. And we'll just scroll this. And so like this person here, a lot of times people do hashtag introductions to introduce who they are. And down at the bottom here, I can reply to that post and type in a new toot is what they call them, or a new post. Or I can retweet it or boost it. So boosting is kind of like a retweet. I can star it or I can bookmark it. And starring it is a way to like let them know you support it, and it pushes it up in the timeline. And bookmark, I would say, is more like for something that you want to reference in the future and you want to come back to. And then we have share, and if you're using Safari, that will bring up, then we have a more button. And this allows you to mute a user, block a user, you can filter the post, you can embed it. One good rule of thumb in Mastodon is if you don't agree with a post, don't report it if it doesn't violate any of the rules. Just go ahead and block that person if you don't like their content. It's easy enough. Now let's talk about how to follow somebody. If you know their username, you can type in @ and like pixelbud, which is me. I'm actually on this server too. And so we'll click on this follow, and then that's how you follow somebody. Or if you're in a feed such as local, and I scroll down onto a user and I want to click on their user icon, you can click follow here too. So very similar to Twitter on following. As you start to follow more people, your feed will start to fill in with more posts. If you click on this filter, the nice thing about this too, and I really love this, and this is something I wish they had for Twitter, is you can toggle off show boosts or show replies, and that will kind of filter down your feed to things that are content that only that person posted, instead of like a retweet or a boost of somebody else's post. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'd love to answer them. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for tech videos diving into more tips on Mastodon, productivity hacks, and everything tech. I'll see you on the next one.